Good morning and welcome to this service of worship here at Trinity United Church in Huntsville. It's good to have an opportunity to lead you in worship. There is one announcement today, and that is a reminder about our time and talent auction. If you have time and a talent to offer to this auction, we would ask you to please call Gord Mitchell right away. Bidding starts on Sunday, May the 3rd. And now let us prepare for worship. Easter is not an event that has occurred. It's an adventure that has begun. Not a place that we have visited, but a path on which we stand. A story not complete, but unfolding. Characters still breathing, stations still teeming with the promise of new life. Not just for you and for me, but for all people in all places. A cosmic crux, a turning point of time. Easter is the season of wild hope, of dangerous intent, of potent promise, where the future flaps unfurled in the Spirit's breeze, where hopes bubble with uncorked effervescence, where toes tap to free-form rhythms, where rainbow hues splash empty canvas. Today we continue the journey. We re-enter the story to explore our questions, to uncover our doubts, to face our nagging need. We walk the path of two who traveled a dusty road wrapped in confusion and despair. Two who shared the company of a stranger, voicing their pain, airing their fears, and in the listening heard words of hope and promise. Today we re-enter the story with expectation that the constant companion will be revealed to us in real life. And now I invite you to join with Johnny Langell as he plays hymn number 10 from More Voices, Come and Seek the Ways of Wisdom. Let us pray. Constant companion, walk with us this day. Be our companion and guide. Be our teacher and friend. Be our host and servant, bringing your gifts of faith, peace and hope and deep joy as always. Amen. Our gospel lesson today comes to us from the gospel according to Luke, from the 24th chapter, beginning to read at verse 13. Now on that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them. But their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you are walking along?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place there in these days?" And Jesus asked them, "What things?" And they replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women of our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him." And then Jesus said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. As they came near the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he were going to go on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. And they said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" That same hour they got up and returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he has appeared to Simon." Then they told what had happened on the road and how he had made known to them in the breaking of the bread. And now, from Voices United, number 182, stay with us through the night.